Hello, this is Shisuiphilly, and this is a new series I want to do on my YouTube channel called Ranking All 250 Most Popular Movies in the World, because I kind of want to get into movies, and as a non-film bro, I feel like I'm the perfect guy to tell you what kind of movies you should watch. And this is based on Letterboxd. This is based on the list on a Letterboxd. So we're kind of just gonna roll it out with the first one and see how far I get into 250 and see which one's probably my favorite, which one's my least favorite. So for now, we're gonna start with Interstellar. So the general plot of the movie is Cooper, who is the father of Murph and Tom, is pretty much the embodiment of I wish I was born 40 years earlier, because in a sense he feels like there's no creativity for the world. The world's pretty much going to shit, and you need to be a farmer, and you cannot be an engineer, you cannot be what you want. You have to be a farmer. So when Cooper hears that, he's kind of like mad for Murph, mad for Tom. Just they can't live out their dreams. They have to live out as a farmer. So realizing that, Murph has a weird ghost on her side, pretty much telling her coordinates to the secret NASA base. And NASA, weirdly enough, they recruit Cooper to explore a wormhole because the world is going to die and we need a new habitable planet. So we go to the spaceship and we see what happens from there. So personally, I love Cooper. I think Cooper is a great character. Is a great embodiment of what a lot of people would do, because I've seen a lot of people critique this movie and be like, oh, Cooper's not a realistic character. Why wouldn't Cooper sacrifice the world for his daughter? Like, some people are not like that. Like, personally, I would try to save humanity, especially for my kids. I want my kids to have grandkids and my grandkids to have grandkids. Like, I want everything in my life to succeed, rather than, oh, I want to hang out with my parent. Like, he does want to hang out with his kids, but it's an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting dilemma there, and a lot of the decisions he makes in this movie are really interesting. I kind of like how amazing, like how bold he is, how much of a risk taker he is, but at the same time he just wants to see his family. And then I like Bran too. I thought Bran was a fantastic female character. Not the greatest female character, but she was a really good character to watch, especially later on when the big secret comes out that Professor Bran has been betraying them all pretty much. And that was pretty much what happened there. But yeah, I think the overall characters in this movie are really good. I like Romilly, I like Tars, I like Case, I like Murph, I like Tom. I think the characters in the movie are great. The story I think is great as well, but I think the story does fall flat a little, not on Cooper's side, more so Murph and Tom's side, which we got to see a little bit more of them, other than past the waves. Like other than the waves and the ending sequence, we really don't get much about them until the end. So I wish we got more to their aspect. But let's talk about the overall story and just the vibe. I think the cinematography in this movie is incredible. I think it looks great. The scenes they feel intense. They feel really good. And I feel immersed in a space-like world, if that makes sense. And the planets themselves, while they're nothing too creative, they're kind of they're supposed to be habitable, so they're not too crazy. They're interesting. They're interesting worlds, and I can see why. I like the dilemma of the Lazarus and Endurance themselves. Just, oh, you're sacrificing you're brave to save the world. And then the villain, who's Dr. Man, I really like his character. Just, it feels like a realistic villain, if that makes sense. He's not really a villain, like the main villain, but he feels like an antagonist, like a realistic, evil-ish guy. Just wants to save mankind, does not care about the previous world. A little bit of a savior complex, not really, but it's really cool to see that. I think my main problem with the movie is mainly how memed on to death and how spoiled I was on it, personally. I think this movie suffers big time from getting spoiled. I think two of the scenes get really memed on. One of the most climactic scenes, and two of the most climactic scenes in the movie, actually. The one where he sees all the messages after he got stuck in the wave planet for 23 years Earth time, as well as the scene where he's trying to contact Murph through the books. I think both of those scenes, by themselves, without any context to society, real life, are amazing scenes. However, I feel like just because they just got memed on to death, and it took out like emotional depth for me personally. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10 just because I think Murph. I wish Tom and Murph were a little more fleshed out, more so Tom, but. I think that dynamic wasn't the best, but it was fine. Also, just the emotional depth wasn't there for me, mainly because it's been so memed on, and it kind of undervalued. The movie's kind of undervalued for me, if that makes sense. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you like this new series I'm making. I really am trying to get into films as well, so I'm just trying to just find my niche, I guess. So if you like this video, please like the video, please subscribe, please comment, and please just I will appreciate anything at this point. So thank you very much, and have a blessed day, man. See you.